it just goes to show you have to try everything at least twice. I think that's our sometimes contributor Eric Gasson used to say that.
Yeah, he says
try everything at least twice.
Yeah, what is this thing? If you always got to, is it you just have to try everything at least twice, or is it if you don't like it, try it a second time?
I don't know. He says something like
I think it goes for everything in life. I think that's what he said. It wasn't just a alcohol or spirits thing.
Unless it's something. No. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. But what we have today, it's almost like trying it twice in one bottle.
Ooh. Wow. Good tie-in.
I think it works. I'm not 100% sure. But what we do have is a 25th anniversary beer from Odell Brewing for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we are about today is the 180 Shilling from Odell Brewing Company out of somewhere in Colorado. Is it Fort Collins?
It's Fort Collins.
Fort Collins, Colorado. I had a feeling it was, but and this is just it's to celebrate their 25-year anniversary. They opened their doors in 1989, so they've taken one of their original beers, which is the 90 Shilling.
See how I did that, doubling into one bottle?
Doubling, okay. And they just made it bigger. They've intensified it. It's aged in oak and
what aged in oak? You say?
So that's what they say. That's what the label says. so in preparation for this, yesterday at Old Chicago, when we were out there with Brian,
yes,
I had a 90 Shilling on draft.
Oh, excellent. Okay, yes. All right.
So because I like the 90
I
don't know
Shilling.
if I'd ever had their 90 Shilling.
Okay,
actually.
I've had it on draft a couple times.
It's a Scottish ale,
mm-hmm.
and it's according to their information, it was like 5.3% alcohol, so it's not that big. This one is 9.6. So it's not quite double.
Yeah, they didn't quite double it then.
So
we'll let that one slide.
Yeah, we'll let that go. So, but we're pretty much big fans of Odell for the most part, and what they do. The loose leaf was something we had from them this year. We've always liked the Mercenary. Their IPA is good. We've tried the Isolation Ale, right? That's their seasonal ale.
Yes,
we did that on a podcast.
Yeah,
I can't remember what we thought.
I can't remember exactly either, but people could go into the archives at AboutBeverages.com
check it out.
and check out what we thought of that one.
That's what this people's going to do. Check it out.
Their double Pilsner, which is also seasonal, which is one of the few Pilsners I think I actually like.
So overall, we're big fans of theirs.
Yeah.
So
they do good stuff with their aging program. Obviously, they've done. They have a Creek that we've had before that's not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Was that the one we did at Thanksgiving?
Yes.
A couple of years ago. There was one. You and I.
There was one of those,
it.
and then
What was that?
I had bought another one that was also a Creek recently from them that was really good. It was good.
Okay.
So
we're gonna once again. I think we said 9.6%. This is a 25.4 ounce for about $15.
Yeah, right about $15. Which for a barrel aged bomber, that's about what you're gonna pay.
Yep.
It's not. These things get expensive.
It's so funny price wise. With something like this, and then. Because I haven't had a lot of wine lately, but I've had some, and I kind of miss wine, actually, to some extent. And I bought a bottle, I was like, ooh, $8 bottle of wine. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I am not going to drink this bottle of wine in one night. I'm going to get at least 2 nights drinking out of this bottle of wine. And it's $8. And it was an Old Vine Zinfandel. It was from Trader Joe's.
Oh, I love the Old Vine
People
Zinfandel.
had talked
That's
about it.
one.
And I'm like, ooh, $8. I'm like, wait a minute. I will go out and not pretty much blink an eye. I'll buy a sour beer that's 10 or 11 ounces, and I spend $12 to $15 on it, and I'm going to have that in one night.
And how good is it though?
It's delicious.
It's going to, especially with the ones you found. It's going to be amazing.
Correct.
And it's probably a level higher than if you wanted to compare amazing sour beer to the amazing wine, you would not be comparing it to your $8 Zinfandel.
Not necessarily, but even then.
You'd probably be spending $18, $20, $25, right, for a bottle of wine?
Possibly. But Trader Joe's has some really good wines that are comparable in honestly at their $10 and $12 price points are comparable to $20 bottles of wine. So once again, even at that, I'm at 10 and 12. So it's just one of those odd things. Beer sour, great, or even something like this.
Barrel aging and all those different things. Where but wine you have a lot of time. Usually, most wines you have at least probably a year or a year and a half into it.
Like I said, it's just one of those things, and then I'm like, $9 or $10. I'm like, wait a minute. So, anyway.
No, I totally agree. It is amazing how that works.
Yeah. Oh, and while I went through that whole thing, Andrew poured me a glass of beer.
Yeah, and you still had. I'm surprised your head actually hang around better than mine.
It got better.
Yeah, it got better. Well, this almost to me looks like a red. It's got that red coppery color.
Red copper. That's exactly. I think I was going to say copper red, but hey,
you have to arm wrestle over that one.
No, same thing.
But surprisingly clear.
Yes,
I shouldn't say surprise. I didn't really think one way or the other.
Some, a little bit of carbonation.
Good carbonation, just kind of slowly hanging out there.
I get a little bit of fruit from that, actually. Once again, I'm going to wait for this to die down just a tad, but
I get kind of the aroma, like if you're doing if you're actually caramelizing sugar, like that caramel, like a little burnt sugar.
Okay, so candied fruit
in there, yeah, a little,
but like candied
because
berries
there's that little
almost.
light sweet that's in there,
yeah,
that comes along with it, or that light fruit that can come along inside of a caramel candy or something like. There's some of that in there. I'm getting a very light vanilla. Very light. I'm not getting a strong. I don't know if they actually said on here how long they aged in oak. They do not say exactly how long, so it does not tell me that information. So I do not.
Aged near oak.
Oh. Yeah. There's some oak. I know a little oak.
He's right over there.
Or there's some guy that works there and his name is Oak.
Yeah,
it's aged.
Steve Oak.
Steve Oak. It could be.
If it was aged in oak and it's Steve Oak, then that could be weird.
That could be a little too much. I like the aroma. It smells very nice.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not a.
I like it because it's not heavy. It's not like this. Sometimes with some beers that I think of during the wintertime or that are, they're just they're just like, it's like too much. It's kind of like weighted. And I smell it, and it's like, not that they're not maybe some neat things in there, but this is kind of like almost bright and expressive, and that fruit that.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I think I was looking for the heavy. I was like, oh, this is going to be heavy, and it's going to be, and it's not, and we'll find out if that works in its favor.
Let's see. I like it.
That's really good.
I like it.
I really like it. I actually, the taste swung me way the other way because I was already in my head kind of like, okay, this is not quite what I thought it was going to be. And it's still not, but it's really good. It's very smooth. But you get a lot of balance of different flavors in there.
There's notes in there that are approaching barley wine for me. Not close to it, but on the road.
Can you see my eye roll on the camera?
That I really like, actually. This is
Keith's barley wine.
This is good. Yeah, I know that's not a barley wine. I get that.
No,
but there's some oaky vanilla in there.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I get more of that. Yeah,
creaminess almost. But then at the back,
almost
at the back as it finishes, there are some dried or some candied fruit or some notes in there that are restrained enough for me where I'm like, ooh, I like that. I pour that into like a snifter or something maybe at the end of the night or toward the end of the night. This wouldn't be one I would say, hey, let's start out with 100
or high noon.
Yeah. Or in the morning.
Yeah. Pour it over your cereal. No, I totally agree. Like I said, from the aroma, I thought it was nice, but not quite as strong as I had hoped. And the flavor is still not as strong, but it is a well-crafted beer. I really like it. Everything you just said, 100% agree. The little, the fruit at the back, which to me is, like I said, it's still part of that caramely sweetness is in there, and that does go to some other level, I think is great. The flavor is just, like I said, the body is velvety. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. Yeah, I think this is one, too, as it warms up a little bit, is going to reveal even a few more things as well.
I would think so, yeah.
I think really good. Really, really like this one. Just kind of know what you're going in for. For me, I was expecting something heavier, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Well, that's why I didn't buy it when I saw it, because I read the description and I thought that's not going to be something. That's not my style, and I didn't want to spend that kind of money on it. I had the 90 Shilling, like I said last night, and that was
half of this.
Definitely a Scottish ale. And
it was half flavor of this.
Well, but it didn't have any of those sort of fruit notes.
No.
As that the retro nasal, as that comes back, that has that little bit of fruit there, once again, that's the perfect level for me. That is the perfect level for me, because I don't want any more. Personally, I don't want any more than that. I know a lot of people do, and they like that. But
no, you could maybe go more, but I think where they have stopped this one is delicious.
It's great.
This is really, really good.
Yeah, and I bet this would age fairly well too.
I think it would.
Maybe not for years and years and years.
No,
you
but
could
this,
probably
you could
hang
sell
on to
this
this
for a year.
For a year.
Yeah,
and,
you could
and
make it a
would get little
26th
more.
anniversary.
Yeah,
189 shilling or whatever is what it would turn into, I guess. Or maybe if it would fade a little bit, you'd maybe go down, maybe 178 shilling. I'm not sure.
That's really good. I really, it's funny. I don't know if it was on film or not, but before we started this, I said this could be an interesting podcast, because I said I think this might be one that I don't like, and that we could actually have a little fun with that sort of
little
topic.
divisive,
yeah, but. Unfortunately,
no. We both really
I
like this one. Yeah, and it's funny. What you thought it was what I thought I wanted, and we were basically opposite on what we thought the beer was going to be.
Yeah.
Or what we were hoping it was going to be, and that it would, and it swung more your way.
Yeah.
In liking it, and I still liked it then a lot.
Yeah.
So that's
it's quite good.
Yeah, really, really, really good. I can't. That's all you can say.
That's all we can say. We're happy.
But if there's other things that you would like to say, comments, all those different things, you can head to the website, AboutBeverages.com, where we've got the tasting notes and the where this hits on our recommendation scale. And also, if you're just watching this on YouTube, please post a comment. Let us know what you think of this beer, if you've had it. Are you going to cellar it? That would be an interesting question. Did you buy a couple? You're going to drink one now, keep one for later. We'd love to know how that goes. Any of those kinds of things. Just love to hear from others.
Of course, that's why we started the whole thing to begin with. So
that's right. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot. Give it a shot. I doubled up there.
I liked it.